Okay, now in today's video, we're going to be looking at �11Labs, TTS OpenAI, as well as Minimax Audio, and we're going to be comparing them. Now, what we're going to be looking at right here is we're going to be looking at 4 categories. One, whether it has free credits or not. It's going to be checking out the voice quality as well as well as the voice cloning quality, and also the emotional quality. Now, of course, this is all speculative. You may have a different view to what I have, and that's okay. But just be aware that this is my own personal opinion, and you may have a different one. And if you do, leave a comment down below. Also, too, we're going to be doing this in a point system from 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. And I have it in a little table right here, and we'll fill this table out as we go. All right, so let's quickly go over and have a look at what we have just here. I'm going to be using this little bit of text across all 3 audios. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go copy that. Now, what is the first thing on the list we need to be considering? Free credits. Okay, so with �11Labs, we all know that �11Labs gives us 10,000 free credits. And that is absolutely fantastic. And those 10,000 free credits are for the month. And what you can do is you can use that up, and they'll give you a feel of to what what it's actually like. Now let's go over here to Minimax. Now Minimax also gives you 10,000 free credits as well, if you have a look over here. And it's speech to text as well. So that's 10,000 credits per month as well. And then you have over here TTS OpenAI. Unfortunately, there is 0 free credits on this anymore. It used to be you could use this entire thing for free as much as you wanted. And now it has no free credits whatsoever, which is a shame. But it does have really amazing features and other things as well. So let's go back over here. Let's now start looking at rating this one. With the fact that you got free credits and �11Labs, I'd put that down as, even though it's not completely free 100%, I'd put that down at maybe a 7 as a quality. TTS OpenAI, that one will have to get a 0 or a 1. Give that one a 1. And over here, Minimax Audio, I'd probably give that one a 7 as well. And the only reason I'm giving it a 7 and not a 10 is because 10,000 credits is only for the month, not per day. Now, if it was 10,000 credits per day, that'd be a different issue. Then it'd be probably up closer to an 8 or a 9. But the fact that each of these only have 10,000 credits per month, that makes it a bit harder to really give it a good rating. TTS OpenAI only has paid credits, unfortunately. Now, we'll also have a look at the pricing of these as well. So that's going to be part of this as well. And we can add that over here right beside it with a plus sign. Now, that plus sign will determine whether or not the pricing is good or not. And that might chub up the difference. Okay, so let's go and have a quick look over here. Let's have a quick look at the pricing over here. Upgrade. All we have to do is just go over here to upgrade, click on that. And we can have a look at the credits. So you got monthly credits, which is 10,000 credits per month. Okay, so over here, $4.17 per month, and you get 30,000 credits. Now let's have a look at Minimax. Click on that. And you got $4 a month, and you get 100,000 credits. Okay, so automatically, it's a little bit cheaper, and you get more credits. That's quite good. Now over here, you also go up a little bit, $18.33 a month. And over here, you got $12 a month. This one here gives you 100,000 free credits, or 100,000 credits. And this one here gives you for $12 a month, 250,000. So more than twice as much. Now let's go and have a look at TTS OpenAI. Now with TTS OpenAI, I've got my one here. So if I wanted to upgrade, I just click on that and I can have a look at the upgrade or buy credits. Let's go here. Now with this one, this is not a monthly thing. It is a purchase as you go. Now you can purchase all this over here. As you can see, $8 a month, you get 200,000 or $8 non-expiring credits. So they can last as long as you want, 200,000 for $8. $16 for 400,000. If you wanted to go up to 4 million credits, that's going to give you $160. That's going to cost you $160. Now, 200,000 credits for $8. Let's have a look over here. Over here, you get $250,000 for $12. So that's actually better value, and you look at it that way. And it's not expiring, which means that if you don't have the money the next month to purchase more credits, those credits will remain there until you run out. So that's also that. There's a bonus in that as well. And that goes here over here for you to get the same sort of amount of credits, 100,000 credits. You're spending $18 for 100,000 credits. So price-wise, I do believe TTS OpenAI is perhaps the best one out of the bunch. Okay, let's add that to this amount. So for 11 labs, it is perhaps the worst. So we'll make that one a 3. Over here, well, this one here is perhaps the best quality, and because it doesn't run out of credits, we'll make that one a 9. Oh, actually, we'll make that one an 8. And we have Minimax Audio. We'll make that one a 5. So far, Minimax is winning. Next comes TTS OpenAI, and then 11 Labs. Let's keep going. Now let's go and have a look at the voice quality. Now this is where the rubber meets the road. This is what you're really wanting to look at when you're wanting to check out your text-to-speech. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that again. And we'll just choose some voices over here. Try voice design. Let's go over here, choose a different voice. Let's go over here to their voices that they have. On the free version, you are limited on the type of voices you've got. Let's have a listen to a few of them.
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my work.
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Okay, let's go down here to Voice Library. Let's have a look over here. Grandpa 𝗣𝗶𝗰𝘁𝘁𝑐𝗿𝗄𝗄.
Let me tell you what my grandpa told me when I was just 6 years old. Son, always speak the truth.
Well, that's actually pretty good. That's an old man, old country man. Let's have a listen to this one.
I think this is a really nice way to just talk naturally together, talk plainly. Let's give it a shot.
Let's have a listen to Cassidy.
I just love talking about movies, TV shows, really anything that's in the arts. So use my voice for those kind of projects.
Okay. So I actually quite like Liam.
Life isn't about finding your... What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗶𝗁𝘁cie and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook.
Okay, I'm not going to go any further than that. We'll stop at ebook. Now let's go back over here to Minimax. We'll go to the text-to-speech. And we have a few more options with this one. Let's go over here to my name here. We'll just have a look at the various voices, and we have a lot more options in this particular one here in the free version. Let's go trustworthy man.
Remember, life will test you, but it will never break you if you hold on to what you know to be true.
Okay, so we'll go next one, captivating storyteller.
Picture this: moonlight, ancient castle, and a mystery waiting to be solved. Let me tell you what.
Okay, we've got man with deep voice.
Let me share with you what I've learned over the years. My experience has taught me that patience is truly a
graceful lady.
There's something lovely in the quiet bits. The soft breeze dancing.
Okay, whispering girl.
Let's relax and heal together.
Okay, insightful speaker.
What's more thought-provoking is that the Universe 25 experiment exposes the hollowness of modernity's promises.
We got patient man.
There's no need to rush. Good things take time.
I think I like the insightful speaker, so let's use this.
What's more thought-provoking is that the Universe 25 experiment exposes the hollowness of modernity.
And we'll just click our stuff just here, and we'll hit generate. Now, this doesn't take too long as a general rule. It's very much very similar.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗵𝗁 and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish a cup of coffee.
Okay, now let's go and have a look at TTS OpenAI. Let's go back over here. Now, we've got numerous voices we can choose from. Over here, we have a huge system voices, many voices here, and so many you can choose from. It'll take you ages to scroll through them all. So we'll just have a look at the first few, and we'll decide whether we're going to be going for the OpenAI voices or we're going to be going to the system voices. So with the OpenAI voices, you have a few of those. There's not that many of there. So you've got here, you've got sample.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. This simple fact has been observed.
You have a look at echo.
In the heart of the city, there is a large park where people go to relax.
Fable.
The library is a quiet and peaceful place.
Next.
The train chugged along the tracks, carrying passengers to their...
Have a look at Nova.
In the kitchen, the aroma of freshly baked bread filled the air.
Have a look at Shimmer.
The beach was a popular spot on a hot summer day.
Have a look at Ash.
Hey, I'm Ash. Always around to back you up whenever you need me.
Let's have a look at Coral.
Coral checking in. Here to listen and keep things on an even...
Okay, and Sage.
Hi, I'm Sage. Here to bring a gentle presence whenever you need a moment.
Okay, so I'm going to use Ash just here. So it's already highlighted, so we'll just go put this one here. And we'll have a quick listen to this. Well, this will take a little longer. That is the downside. I haven't included how long it takes to create. And it appears we can now create images and videos with TTS OpenAI as well. So there's that. That's a bonus. That's only fairly new. And I might create a video about that in the near future to see what it's like. So let's have a look at this.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this back to the beginning, and now that they're all created, let's compare them one by one so that we can get a better idea as to which one has better quality, or what I believe has got a better quality. So we'll grab all of these, and let's just have a listen to each one.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask.
There was a large gap there, but that could be because there's a gap already in the writing. If I remove that gap, I want to regenerate that. I wonder if it's going to improve it at all.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗵𝗁 and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish a cup of coffee.
That's good. Okay, so I'm actually going to put that one down. It's pretty high. That's a really good quality now that I've refreshed the page and put that up there. I'm going to say that's probably close to an 8 on that one, quality-wise. Let's go over here to Minimax. And I'm also going to take away that space and refresh this page and redo this again. I knew there was a gap there, so let's just take that back and get it started again.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗵𝗁 and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish a cup of coffee. But when
That's awesome. Now let's have a listen to this one.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗵𝗁 and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish a cup of coffee.
Okay, so quality-wise, I don't see much difference in the quality. I personally think the quality is very good with all of them. However, I think TTS OpenAI has a slight edge over the other two, primarily because it has a tendency to not have too big a gap between the words, and it makes it sound much more natural. So I'm going to be making this one perhaps a 9, and I'll be putting this one at Minimax at maybe an 8 again. Okay, now, if you've been a part of my channel for any length of time, you know my views on the cloning quality of each of these products. So let's go over here to we'll go over here to 11 Labs, and we'll go to the cloning section of the ones that I've already done. Maybe it won't let me do it. Oh, that's right. It won't let me do it over here because it won't let me do my cloned voice. Let me have a look here. Grab myself my voice. That's right. Choose my voice just here. Henry, happy voice. This one works best. Click on that. And now let's generate this text. You're not permitted to use... Okay, because I'm a free member, it's not letting me use my own clone voice. Let's go back over here to Minimax and see if this one will let me use my clone voice. Go over here, go to my voice, click on this.
Hello, I'm delighted to assist you with our voice services. Choose a voice that resonates.
Then we hit generate and see what it does.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs...
Okay. Now let's go and have a look at TTS OpenAI. Click on that. And I'll go over here to My Voices. And it doesn't matter which one of these I'll use. I'll click on this one. And we'll use this one. Create speech. We'll see what this is like. We'll wait a moment or two, and then we'll come back and see whether this is going to actually sound any good or whether it's going to have an American accent. Generally speaking, it gives me an American accent. Okay, so now let's have a listen to what this sounds like.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗣𝗶𝗁𝘁cie and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish.
Okay, so as you can see, that actually gave me a very American accent. Unfortunately, that's what TTS OpenAI does, and also 11 Labs does exactly the same thing. I know for a fact that I can't get it to speak with an Australian accent for some reason, and that goes for the TTS OpenAI. So unfortunately, they're both going to get a low rating on this one, and Minimax will get a rather high rating. So let's go and have a quick look at this. So over here, for 11 Labs, I do know that it's going to give me I'm going to give it a quality of 2. TTS OpenAI only has a quality of 2 because it doesn't give me an Australian accent. And over here, I'll give this one an 8 because it has got the quality of the Australian accent. And it does sound more like me than any of the others do. Now, if you never heard my real voice and I just used that would be fine. I could easily use those and you wouldn't know. But because you all know what I sound like, you know that I have this Australian accent, and that doesn't come across in, unfortunately, 11 Labs or TTS OpenAI. So Minimax wins this one. Now let's go and have a look at the emotional quality of these other ones. Okay, so we'll go back to the original voices in the library. We'll go and have a look and see whether or not we have any... Oops, that's Minimax. Let's go back over here. Go over here to 11 Labs. And we'll go choose the voice over... There we go away from that. We'll just go over here. So these don't have actual emotions in these voices. We're going to go over here and see if they've got voice changes, sound effects, voice isolators. So it doesn't look like �11labs has anywhere to really give it proper emotions. Animal based, okay, so it doesn't look like it really does too much of the emotional aspect of it. You can do the speed, the stability, and you can also give it more expression. Let's go really expressive over here. And we'll see what that's like. We'll generate this with the expressions, exaggeration, and we'll see what that sounds like. And that's on at max. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Okay, I thought I'd gotten rid of my voice. Okay, no, I need to go over here, choose Liam. That's it. Take it all the way over here to maximum there, and generate the voiceover and see what it does.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗶𝗰𝘁cie and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish a cup of coffee.
Okay, let's go take that down just a little bit. We'll take that down to 0 and see what sort of changes it makes. So we'll generate that. We need to be able to get a comparison.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators...
Well, to me, that one sounds a little bit more monotone. And just a little bit. It's very subtle, but it's there. A little bit more monotone, a little bit less expressive. So this one has got some expression. It does allow you to have some expression. And I'll take it back up to the maximum again. We'll generate it again, and you'll see the difference.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question.
To me, that has a lot more expression in the voice when you take it to the max. Now let's go over here to Minimax. Now I know for a fact that these guys do have the emotional aspect of it. So you go over here, you got on auto, you can do happy, sad, angry, fearful, disgusted. Let's go have a look here at fearful and see what that's like. See if it'll make me sound fearful or not. I'm going to be using my voice on this one again and see what it's like. Let's go generate and see what it'll do for me.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to...
Now, I know what I sound like when I'm angry, so let's have a listen to what I sound like when I'm angry. We'll generate that and see what it's like.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗶𝗰𝘁cie and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish a cup of coffee.
Okay, so let's now try a different one. Let's done auto. Okay, so I need to upgrade to do the selected emotion, so it's not letting me do it. Okay, so that one requires an upgrade. I haven't upgraded on this one for a bit. And we have over here. Now, these ones do have emotional text. We have lots of different options here. I would have to put that in here, and I'll have to be able to choose whether I'm choosing a vibe, which is a style of accent, or whether I'm going to be choosing anger or laughing, and you've got a whole bunch of different kinds that you can choose from. So let's stick with anger for the moment, and we will see what that's like. We'll go generate, and we'll see what it finishes like. So I'm just going to pause this until it's finished. Okay, so let's have a quick listen to this.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like 𝗕𝗶𝗰𝘁cie and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to
We'll have a listen to the one below it.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products?
Okay, now there's a distinct difference between these two. This one sounds a little harsher, and this one sounds a lot more gentle. So you can tell by listening to those that they actually do. And now what I did, I had to go to the history to be able to listen to this. Let's go back. And we can also choose another voice as well. We can go emotions again. And let's go, for example, let's go choose one that's going to be quite different to my normal draw. Okay, let's go dreamy. Let's have a listen to the sample.
Floating among the clouds, everything feels weightless and serene.
Okay, let's try that.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask.
We can do the same over here. Listen to this one.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products?
Here.
What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products?
Okay, so you can hear the distinct difference between the three. And so this one is very, very expressive. So let's go back over here, and we'll now put down the emotional aspect. I think that 11 Labs, because it's got the bar that allows you to do it, I'm going to be making that one perhaps a 5. 𝗤𝗖𝗄𝗵𝐴𝐴i, well, that's definitely a winner on this one. That one there is 8. And this one here, Minimax, because I have to pay for it, I can't really compare it. So I'm going to have to make that one a 1. So I'll just quickly go off screen, calculate this all up, and we'll come back with the results. Okay, the results are in. Minimax wins it by a very thin margin between 𝗤𝗖𝗄𝗵𝐴𝐴i and Minimax. It wins just... Now, if I was paid, remember, these would probably be very close to each other. As in, 11 Labs would probably be much higher. And same with 𝗤𝗖𝗄𝗵𝐴𝐴i. Would be, well, 𝗤𝗖𝗄𝗵𝐴𝐴i is actually paid. But mind you, I'm in the free version of Minimax right now, which means if I'd been in the paid version, this may have even been higher still. So in total, out of all of these, Minimax Audio seems to be the winner. So as I said, and this was an unbiased thing, it was, well, as far as I'm aware, this has been unbiased because I just know that the cloning quality of both 11 Labs and 𝗤𝗖𝗄𝗵𝐴𝐴i is really low. Whereas I already knew that the Minimax Audio cloning was going to be good. So that was probably the only one I was really biased about. But everything else was completely, as far as I'm aware, unbiased. But remembering, this is my opinion, and let me know down below what your opinion is on this, because it may very well differ. Alright guys. Hey, if you got some value out of this video, how about you smash the like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not consider sharing, and also leave a comment down below and let me know which of those 3 do you prefer. Also too, to let you know that right here is a video, or should I say a playlist of videos that are all about AI. And right here, well, that's an image of my head, and if you click on that, you'll be able to subscribe. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.